This series presents information based in part on theory and conjecture. The producer's purpose is to suggest some possible explanations, but not necessarily the only ones, to the mysteries we will examine.
Last chance to bail.
We're all going, Salter. We've made our decision.
For better or worse?
Besides, if it really does go bad, we can always leg it.
You really think you can run fast enough?
You haven't seen me sprint.
I didn't know you could.
When the need arises, I could outrun anything.
I'd like to see that.
I take it our getaway vehicle isn't staying in the danger zone?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm getting out of here as soon as I can. Besides, the equipment in the van is very sensitive. Don't want it getting damaged.
You mean you don't want to pay to replace anything you break when wetting yourself from fear?
Ha, ha. Very funny.
I'm right, though.
Best check equipment before I go. Cameras, mics, sensors.
Check.
Check.
And check.
Brilliant. Signals all strong. Don't forget to record your intros for the webcast. All the background info, how you're feeling as you explore Marengate, the usual stuff.
Yes, Salter, we know.
You know how long we've been doing this.
Yeah, well, you all seem a lot more spooked than usual. Didn't want you off your game. And don't worry, it isn't live, so if you say anything stupid...
Or anything that we can't broadcast...
We can edit it out.
You said that before, and then you put it live anyway.
Bet you thought that was a great idea until Juniper got possessed and started...
Can we not revisit that, please?
Sorry.
Anyway, I'm off. Any problems?
Sort them out yourselves, we know. See you, Salter.
Good luck. I reckon you're going to need it this time.
And then there were 3.
How long until Salter's in position?
About 10 minutes. He isn't going too far. Even with those amplifiers he's been working on, the range isn't astronomical. To Marengate we go, then. It's still a bit of a walk, mind you. Best get this intro business out of the way, and don't forget to sound excited, Ed.
Understood.
Hello! Welcome to another episode of Unearthly Haunts. We're currently making our way into Marengate. I'm sure I don't need to remind you why tonight of all nights,
Hallowe'en 2107.
we've come to this coastal community. What was once a picturesque place of beauty is now devoid of life.
This isn't just the odd sighting of a ghost or a little bit of poltergeist activity here and there.
Marengate is the single most haunted place on the planet.
We aren't here tonight just to get evidence of all of this because it already exists. After all, we aren't the first team to come here. We all saw what happened when the Paranormal Inquirers visited last year. Maybe cut to a quick clip of those 2 running in fear, if we can get permission? You can barely move on social media without encountering another video of phantoms patrolling these houses.
Ed?
Sorry, I was distracted by these readings. Look, the energy levels are already starting to spike, and we aren't even in the city yet. These are some of the highest readings I've ever seen, and higher than the readings the Paranormal Inquirers got when they were here.
Ed, we're in the middle of something.
We could have used this for a teaser trailer thingy if you'd got your lines right.
Yes, we aren't interested in the symptoms. We're going after the illness, etc. Stop all this vlogging nonsense and look!
Those spikes are practically off the scale.
Most of what we see barely reaches 0.3. The Paranormal Inquirers hit about 2. This is almost at 5. And we're what, a mile away?
Not far off.
I'm going to have to readjust everything. Otherwise it'll all blow before we've even got there. And what good would that be for our audience if we promised them the horrors of Marengate and just gave them this blasted road? Can you 2 finish your showbiz stuff off without me? I need to focus.
As you just heard, we've barely started our investigation and we've already got some disturbing results.
Phyllida? We haven't said hello yet. Told everyone who we are?
They know that already.
But this could be big. Like, seriously big. People who wouldn't listen before, maybe they're watching us this time? Even with all the proof, there are still skeptics out there. Still people who don't believe in the other side.
Fine. Hello, I'm Phyllida Carvel. These are my associates.
Juniper Frayne. Ed.
What?
Intros?
Oh, Eduardo de Laurentiis. These readings are way past going through the roof.
And what does that mean?
That this is the big one.
And so we're here in Marengate, Hallowe'en 2107, to get to the heart of this supernatural mystery. That should be enough for Salter to make a promo ad thingy. You reading me, Salter? Hello?
Why isn't he responding?
He's probably just doing his job, you know, recording these phenomena.
But what, though? We haven't seen anything yet. Just your scanner going haywire.
Salter?
Hey, Phyllida? Not sure if you can hear me. I'm here, recording everything. Keep going. If you can hear me, just keep going.
Okay then. But people have been reporting strange activity from here for the past 100 years. I mean, looking through all of these first-hand accounts, it's a bit more than just objects being moved and spooky noises in the night.
Complete spiritual manifestations. The ability to interact and interfere with our physical world. Everyone who has been here has felt something.
Which is why the three of us are going in there without any protection. For science!
You're going in there for science.
Partly. I mean, that is why we're here, isn't it? To understand what's causing all of this? I know you want to stop it and make this place safe again, but to do that, we have to make sense of everything. Find the rational explanations for what is causing these ghostly manifestations. So, science and a happy ending.
Still want to risk it with readings like that?
Okay, they may be making me have second thoughts, but I'm still here, haven't run away yet.
Wait till the ghosts show up. Ooh.
And I'll talk to them. Try to help them.
And that's why we make such a good team. The scientist, the medium, and me.
The one in the middle. Can't quite decide which camp to pitch yourself in yet.
I'm open-minded.
And have offered to part fund my research, so I'm not complaining.
Should we go over our research? You know, for the audience.
You do that. I'm calibrating this thermal detector. Should give us more accurate readings on anything out there than our wrist sensors.
Something happened here 100 years ago. Something that triggered these manifestations.
But nobody knows what. Anyone who was here at the time was, well, scared to silence.
Or death.
Quite. But it has been a source of curiosity for many people since.
Lots of kids thinking they know better, that they can't be scared.
I visited a few. Most of them are in psych wards. Their minds were... Whatever they saw, it caused something inside them to snap. They were barely coherent, absolutely terrified by the name Marengate.
Then there were the investigators, the people like us.
At least the kids had the sense to run, even though they were terrified.
Driven out of their minds by what they saw.
They had the right response, flight rather than fight, and all the half-garbled stories of madness and horror just spurred others on.
But anyone who got too deep into Marengate never returned. You know what that means, right?
That anything we saw on the social media videos only came from the outskirts of this place. That we're about to walk into something infinitely more hellish.
I've been trying not to think about that. That wasn't what you were thinking, Ed.
If no one has returned, we could be walking into a graveyard.
But don't you want to know why? What could be that powerful?
I do.
And I bet I know where we'll find it.
Marsden Grange.
It's a Regency townhouse, one of the few still standing.
And the heart of all the paranormal activity. The most haunted building on the planet. So haunted that the activity has been spreading out like an infection for decades.
Why are you smiling about that?
Don't you think this is exciting?
Terrifying, but in a good way. I mean, all the rumors and whispers about this place.
Just think, so few have even made it this far, and yet we know about that building there. If you asked the average person on the street what the most terrifying place on the planet was, they'd say Marsden Grange.
It's like something so horrible happened 100 years ago that it has marked the human psyche.
You're sure this is a good idea?
No, can't say that I'm sure.
Okay then.
Might not even survive this one. It's much bigger than anything else we've done before.
You're just saying that for the cameras. You're making us sound like we don't know what we're doing.
Okay, well, we're taking the next step of our careers that might just take us a little out of our depths. That better?
Death trap or biggest case of our careers. Here goes nothing.
Whoa, this place is creepy. And this is just the outskirts. That's promising.
How long do you think it's been since anyone else was here? And didn't just run away screaming within the first hour, I mean.
Decades at least. Look at the place. Completely abandoned.
It's like everyone just got up and left one day. Like they just dropped everything and ran.
It's quiet.
Well, what did you expect?
I don't know, creepy winds, ghostly moans.
This isn't an episode of Scooby-Doo. This is real life. We aren't going to be pulling the mask off some school janitor to get to the bottom of this.
I can't hear any birds. No animal sounds for that matter. Where are they? Scared away?
All the buildings look old-fashioned. They don't make them like this anymore.
They were built over 100 years ago and nobody has been around to update them.
I think they could do with a bit more than just a lick of paint. Half of these houses look like they're about to fall down, and you can't tell me that's just natural decay. A century is one thing, but this is more than that. It's almost apocalyptic. It's like decades of malice have been unleashed on these buildings.
So much damage. Look over there. Something took a chunk out of that house. Now what could have done all this?
Hey, come look at this. Make sure your body cams pick this up. Salter will want to see it.
What is that?
Some sort of shed?
Who'd paint a shed blue?
The writing. Look at the writing.
Police public call box?
I think Phyllida's talking about the scratches. They're sinister.
Let us in. All over it, the same message. Let us in.
What's in there that's so special? I'm trying the door.
Locked?
Juniper, what is it?
Yeah, it's locked, but there's something here. Something inside. It feels alive.
It's all over. Whoever or whatever wrote that, it's covered most of the box.
You hear that?
It's here. This malevolent spirit, it's here.
Juniper, how bad is it?
I can contain it, I think, but I can feel anger.
It's writing something.
More of the same. Let us in. Let us in.
Doctor. Over here. Let us in, Doctor. What do you think it means?
It can't be good. Definitely not for whoever this doctor is.
There was a lot of hatred here. A lot of suffering. We should move on before that thing starts scratching its messages on us.
You don't think...
Well, I don't want to risk it. Phyllida?
Towards that house. Come on.
Let us in. Let us in.
There's so much dust in here. It's like the city that time forgot.
Phyllida, a hand with the etheric spectroscope?
You think we might be able to see what's doing this?
I think it's worth a try.
There's something here.
The spirit from outside? The one by the strange shed?
I can't tell. It might be. I'm going to try to make contact.
Be careful.
Spirit, I call you here. Please, we mean you no harm. We simply wish to understand. If you can hear my voice, approach. Come forth.
Anything here?
I feels something, but I don't think it wants to talk.
Why?
I don't think it's wary of us. More like it's sizing us up, seeing what we're made of.
That sounds more than a little ominous.
Is that thing working?
Just about. Give me a minute and we should have a reliable reading.
You two stay here. I'm going to check the rest of the house.
Understood.
Seems like a typical family home, nothing special. Tables and chairs all damaged, kitchen appliances pulled apart. Everything smells of rot and damp. It's all old and empty, except... You picking anything up, Ed?
Not yet. Why?
Whoa, yeah! Poltergeist!
Spirit? Oh, we come in peace.
I think it's a bit late for that. Ed! Tell me you can see that thing.
I can. It's a shadow, a half thing, and it's coming right at us.
Retreat!
I can't believe we lost all that stuff. Do you know how much it cost? I dread to think of the face Salter is pulling right now.
Do you want to go back and face that screaming banshee? See what we can salvage? It told us to leave, so we're leaving.
What? We're leaving Marengate? We're giving up?
Not a chance. Just regrouping. Getting out of harm's way.
I can still hear it. That scream! I can get through to it. I know I can.
You still want to talk to it?
We have to try. How else can we make a difference? If we show the spirit compassion, it will do the same to us.
Are you sure about that?
Whoa!
Who are you?
Me? I'm another of Marengate's ghosts.
You are. I mean, you really are. I can see through you. Ed, are we picking anything up? Anything on the body cams?
I don't...
I sense you've had a painful experience. Please, we only want to help. Can you tell us what happened to you?
He killed me. I tried to help, and he killed me.
Who did? The Phantom of Marsden Grange?
Are you one of our predecessors? Did you come here looking for answers and...
Not exactly, but I've met some of them.
Are they still here?
I can't sense...
They're dead. They're gone.
But you're still here.
He's keeping me here, torturing me. You need to leave. It isn't safe here.
We know.
We've already been attacked.
So why are you still here?
We want to know what happened here. We want answers. We want to help.
Answers. Keep going and you'll end up like me. You'll be dead too. That's not much help.
You really expect us to run?
There's only one person who could possibly sort this out, and I don't know where he is. But whatever happened to him, it can't have been good. Please, just listen to me and leave.
She's fading.
Leave.
No, wait. Stay.
Can you bring her back, Juniper?
I'm trying. Let me focus.
We have a recording of a ghost. Actual recorded proof. Even though I haven't stopped shaking since we got here and feel like I'm constantly about to jump out of my skin, this might be it. We might have done it. I'm going to be so famous. We all are.
I feel her. Hello? Can you still hear me? Reach out. Take my hand, please.
What? No! No!
Ed?
I filmed her, but the footage... Come look. She was there a minute ago. I just checked. But now...
The footage is distorted. No, wait, it's getting worse. How?
She's doing it.
Who? Georgie?
Who's that?
The woman we just spoke to. She's a spirit. I made contact and found out what her name was. She's in a lot of pain. She's been here for so long.
Not now, Juniper. We've just lost one of the most important discoveries of the century.
Ed, look. The footage, it's entirely static now.
This is weird. How could she do that? I've never seen that happen before. Salter, do you read me? The body cams are still working at least. Maybe the recording is fine on Salter's end.
We have to hope. If we can't raise him, do we still carry on?
We've come too far to go back right now. I say we keep going.
Agreed.
You know what we have to do then. Marsden Grange. Come on. Here we are, Marsden Grange, the hub of everything.
Not quite the haunted house I was expecting.
It's locked. Who'd bother locking this place? Everyone's too scared to come anywhere near it, let alone break in.
Does it strike anyone else as odd that this is the only house that hasn't been damaged? Every other building has been vandalized, wrecked even, but there doesn't even seem to be a scratch on it.
Like something's protecting Marsden Grange.
The spirits?
Don't joke about it.
Are you hoping someone will let us in?
Worth a try. You never know with these spirits.
We're going to have to pick the lock.
And hope it isn't bolted shut. Maybe there's a back door, a window we could break.
Wait, I'm concerned that if we break in...
Something bad will happen to us. Well, if that door is locked, I don't see that we have many other options.
There's no one there.
Can you sense anything?
I'm not sure. It's unclear.
So who opened the door? Casper?
Eduardo, this is not a joke. Look at all those locks. There's no way someone undid all of them and then got away without us seeing them.
Or hearing them. I'm not sure we should go in there.
Scared?
No, I mean, there's too much here I can't explain. The houses, that police box.
Actual poltergeist activity. The ghost. The equipment failure.
That's exactly why we should go in. Get to the bottom of this. Prove that all of this is real.
At any cost?
If you want to back out, then fine. But I'm going in there. Juniper?
I could sense something. A presence. I don't think it wants to talk. But I reckon we can persuade it.
Do you think it's the same one as in that other house?
Possibly. Either way, I'm in.
Come on, then.
If this house kills me, I swear I'm going to haunt you.
Oh, well, it's a nice house.
It's all a bit too pristine. Someone has been cleaning.
But no one's been in here in decades longer. Where are all the cobwebs? The dirt and dust? This is almost creepier.
It feels lived in, like the owners have only just left. Can't you feel it?
Only a slight chill in the air.
Like the house isn't used to being empty. Like it was full of life a minute ago and now...
Now it's dead. You can hear that, right?
It can't be.
It sounds like a radio. That's definitely static. It's coming from in here.
Don't tell me you're going to follow the strange noises.
It's just a radio. It must have been left on or something.
For 100 years.
A power fault then. A surge of the system turned it on.
Perhaps if this place had any.
What?
They cut off the electricity supply decades ago. That's why we're reliant on torches and light through the windows.
So what's powering the radio?
We should check. Why is this room so dark? I can't see any... Oof! Table? Why can't I see anything? It was light out in the hallway. Maybe the curtains have been drawn? Juniper? Ed?
Phyllida, what are you doing?
Why are you reaching out like that?
Trying to feel my way around. I can't see a thing.
What are you on about? Can you see us?
You? Where are... Wait. No. You're over there, by the oven.
Everything okay?
I'm not sure. I swear I just... There was only darkness. It must have been my mind playing tricks on me.
The radio's right behind you.
Right. Doesn't seem to be able to pick up anything.
We're lost. Nobody was available for comment. Up next.
That sounded like the news. Go back.
I didn't touch it. Must have been a weak signal. I'll try to find it again.
There's something here. A strong presence.
Juniper, you look pale.
Can't you feel that? It's like the gravity is too much. Like I'm being pushed down on. Whoever's here is strong. Too strong.
We should move on.
Yes, you should.
Did that thing...
Finish your sentence. Go on.
Am I talking to a radio?
Look, I do have a name, you know.
How's this possible?
Possession?
Hang on, you think I've possessed a radio? Please.
Are you using the radio as a relay?
That's one way of putting it, yes.
How are you maintaining the connection? Hey, Salter, are you reading me? You'll find this interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure that your friend can hear you.
We need to move now. That thing is getting closer.
Look, to your right is a door. Take it and keep the radio with you. No, the other right.
Why are you helping us?
Look, don't question it. Listen to your friend and just go. He's coming.
Who do you think he is?
The voice in the radio or the thing that's coming?
Either.
Don't know, but Radio Man must be watching from a distance.
Trying to help us?
He seems to know the house. Maybe he lived around here.
You know that I can hear you, right? This isn't just a one-way system. I am receiving as well as broadcasting. I'm hardly sitting here guessing, am I?
I don't understand. This is just a normal radio.
No, don't go fiddling with me dials. I don't want you losing me again. So, don't adjust your set. Audio quality may vary.
That news show. That sounded like you.
Did it? Maybe I'm the only voice in here. You might want to stay away from the window.
What? How did you know that? Can you see me?
Go too close, and it will explode in your face.
How can you be so sure?
Look, I'm used to the powers here. I know how they work. But, if you don't believe me, you just go over to the window, see what happens.
I don't think I'll risk it.
This house is huge. I mean, look at this library.
So many old books.
Mr. Radio Man, what do we call you?
Introductions, finally, why not? I'm the Doctor, and you're Juniper, Phyllida, Eduardo. I'm familiar with your work. He knows you're here. Phyllida, duck!
Ow! I wish to speak to the spirit of the house, the Phantom of Marsden Grange.
It seems angry. Why is it angry?
You don't want to know.
Back the way we came?
We don't have a choice.
I can't.
What?
I can't move.
We don't have time for this. Ed, take my hand. We're going.
I can't, Phyllida. I really can't. I swear I'm trying. Please, I really am. You should get out of here. I know the walls are closing in. What is going on in this house?
What? The walls aren't moving?
Snap out of it. Juniper, we're going to have to drag him.
Let go.
Stopped panicking now?
It wasn't that. It felt more like...
It wasn't you.
Whoa, I'd almost forgotten about you.
Oh, charming. But I'm right, aren't I? It's like you're being...
Hey! We lost him. Did you fiddle with the dials?
I didn't touch them.
Hello, can anybody hear me now?
Yes. Hello.
I was in the middle of something important there. Do not adjust your set.
I swear I didn't.
Think about it. The same happened to you, didn't...
You watched me. I didn't do anything.
Maybe it's a bad signal?
Did you do it again? Did you just flat out admit it? Did you do it again? I am trying to help you three, and you are being nothing but rude.
We aren't doing anything. Are you sure the problem isn't on your end?
Look, I'm the genius in this situation. I think I'm pretty sure.
You're trying to tell us something, yeah?
Well observed!
So just say it. Cut to the chase and say it.
Again, with the bluntness.
Trust me?
Fine, it's obvious what's happening. What's happening is...
I knew it. Someone is censoring him. Every time he gets too close to saying something useful, they tune him out. Quite literally, in fact.
Well spotted. That is it.
So we'll have to figure it out ourselves. He mentioned something happening to someone else.
Excuse me, I am still in the room, sort of.
Phyllida, when you couldn't see in the kitchen, maybe it's that?
Very impressive, Juniper. It's his
Influence? But whose?
The Phantom of Marsden Grange.
Oh, this is ridiculous. It's worse than Skype. How do people cope with not interfering?
You need to be cryptic with your clues. Don't let them know what you're doing.
Would you like me to draw up a crossword while I'm at it? The culprit is 3 across, Biblical Garden, 4 letters. He is 8 down, the title of the film directed by
I'm not sure how much use he is.
Look, on that table, a photo.
Looks like a happy couple.
No, there's something wrong with it. Why can't I see it?
Looks fine to me.
No, I know what it means. What he's talking about.
Juniper!
She can't breathe.
But nothing's choking her. What do we do?
Bring her back to reality.
Juniper, look at me. There's something I need to tell you.
Ed!
Oh, I'm so glad you're back with us.
The photo!
Not now.
No, look at it. I thought it was pristine to begin with, like everything else in this house. But the more I looked, I noticed that...
It's cracked. The photo has faded, been ripped. How come I saw something different before?
Good question. And don't anyone call him the Phantom. Never give them enigmatic names.
In there, it's a bedroom. Think we'll find more clues in there?
You will. Oh, believe me, you will.
Come on then, Doctor. A bit of guidance would be appreciated.
The photo. Who was in it?
A young couple.
And where are you now?
Their bedroom?
I'd much rather give you the answers than spoon feed you like this.
But he's still letting you talk, even though you're helping us.
He's playing with you and giving you a little help, a little hope. You have to be careful. We all do.
There's a dress in here, presumably hers.
Looks beautiful.
Something is affecting our perception.
Except... someone has torn this dress.
Are those burn marks at the bottom?
Why make everything look like it once was? Why not show the truth?
Maybe someone's trying to live in the past.
They prefer it how it was.
Oh.
What have you found?
An engagement ring. It's gorgeous. And it's gone. I tried to pick it up, but it's gone. This house is a lie.
Is someone wearing rose-tinted glasses?
The spirit of the house. Something bad happened and it doesn't want to accept it?
So look at the house. Look at the truth of Marsden Grange. Not so beautiful, more of a mess.
It's as bad as the other houses.
Just as dilapidated and damaged.
Doctor, how much power would it take to disguise the house like that?
Do you really want me to answer that?
I think the answer is going to scare me, so no. I think we should find a way out.
Have a care, Phyllida. I have a horrible feeling it won't be that easy.
I thought this was the way out.
It should have been.
Except it isn't. Juniper, maybe it's time to do your thing.
Hello. I wish to speak to the spirit of the house.
His name is...
I am here.
Eden.
We understand that you are in pain.
Caused by him.
Let us help.
There is nothing you can do. You are nothing.
Let us out, please.
All we want is to leave.
You cannot leave.
I'm sorry.
You knew.
I tried to help. I did all I could.
We've survived everything that's been thrown at us so far. We can get out of here.
You barely understand what I am capable of. You have only seen the tip of the iceberg.
Please, Eden.
Phyllida,
How do you know my name?
so afraid of the dark. What if I take away all light, trap you in the dark?
No!
So when you cannot see, all you can hear is your heart beating faster and faster until it stops.
Please, no!
Eduardo, so afraid of the world closing in on him. I wonder what happens when the walls move in, getting closer and closer until there is no space whatsoever.
You can't do this!
Juniper, always gasping for breath. But there is no air left in here. Picture the vacuum of space, the nothingness, and let that take you over.
Please, Doctor! Help us!
I can't. Don't you get it? I'm just as trapped as you are. I thought maybe you could help, but I'm stuck too.
What?
Eden trapped me in the radio. I can't escape, I can't help.
You thought I would leave you out, Doctor? Not force you to face your own fear? Or should that perhaps be another of your fears? After what I did to your friend, Georgie.
Eden, you do not have to do this.
Oh, but I do, and you know precisely why they have to die, utterly terrified. The medium who cannot breathe, the scientist with the encroaching walls, the leader trapped in the dark, and the disembodied doctor, the voice in the radio, forced to listen as they all die, unable to intervene and save them. Hear that, Doctor? That is the sound of their final moments.
Eden, stop this!
No!
Help us!
Doesn't it send shivers down your spine?